The Easter Egg by Jan Brett. Hi, fourth graders. It's really good to see you today. Today's a hard day, as maybe you know, and I was just a little too anxious to read to you and get to connect with you today. I feel better knowing that you can hear my voice and you can hear a story. Stories are always calming and a nice way to spend time together. This is by another one of my favorite authors, Jan Brett. She's an incredible illustrator. You know the story, The Mitten, and I'm sure the Christmas Trolls is a fun one, and The Wild Christmas Reindeer. This is her Easter book. Your fellow classmate, Sam Pratt, another fourth grader, this was his favorite book when he was younger. He wanted his mom to read it to him all through the year. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, the author, Jan Brett, is going to be reading this story aloud on Facebook. So if your parents use Facebook, you could go on and search that link. I think it's like Jan Brett, the Easter Egg, and probably find information about it. So here we go, The Easter Egg by Jan Brett. And again, that read aloud is going to be on Friday, April 10th at 1 p.m. Cheer up, spring is here. Time to start on my first Easter egg, Hoppy said. Each year, the bunny who decorated the winning egg got to help the Easter rabbit hide the eggs on Easter morning. Now, one thing Jan Brett does, I have to take the cover off, is she often tells a side story in her side pictures here. So we'll want to notice those pictures as we go through this story. Hoppy had been dreaming about being that bunny all year long. Now it was time to get started. Everywhere Hoppy looked, rabbits were working on dazzling eggs. I need an amazing idea, he thought. Hoppy spotted Flora Bunny planting spring wildflowers in her eggs. The Easter rabbit will love those colorful flowers, he thought, and started picking flowers for his eggs. Here's a basket for your flowers, Hoppy, Flora said. So here's Flora planting her flowers, and here's Hoppy, and over here is maybe our next part of the story. Chop, chop, scrape, scrape, Hoppy spied Buster Birch carving magnificent wooden eggs. I wish I had some wood for my egg, he wished out loud. Here you go, Hoppy, Buster Birch said, and he put a smooth, round piece of wood in Hoppy's basket. Thank you, Buster. I'm going to zoom in so you can see Buster's beautiful wood-carved egg. And then in the side here, we have a bunny, like putting marbles in a mosaic on an egg. And over here, we have a bunny dipping an egg. We're gonna dye Easter eggs one of these days at our house. Hoppy was hopping along when the smell of sweetness led him out of the woods and straight to the chocolate egg that Aunt Sassafras was decorating with creamy frosting squiggles and bows. Hello, Hoppy, she said, and she put some chocolate squares in his basket. Hippity hop, Hoppy exclaimed. I'll make the Easter rabbit a chocolate egg so sweet it will make his whiskers tingle. There's the chocolate egg they're decorating. And then in the sides we have bunnies doing different things. That one looks like a chocolate egg. This one, I don't know, she's putting pins in hers to decorate. Then Hoppy saw Granny Irene decorating one of her fabulous story eggs. First, she traced a design on the egg with a special tool. Then she dipped the egg in pots of yellow, green, orange, and red dye, adding to the design each time. Hoppy couldn't believe his eyes. I'll never make an egg that beautiful, he told Granny Irene. She smiled. Try, she said, giving him one of her special tools. Now these eggs, tomorrow I'm going to read Rashenka's Eggs by Patricia Polacco. That's really my favorite Easter book. But these eggs look like the Polish Pysanki eggs, like they make in Rashenka's Eggs. Hoppy was hopping by Hans Vander Rabbit's garden when he spotted an extraordinary egg. Hans was painting a portrait of the Easter rabbit, so real that he looked alive. "Fantastic," Hoppy exclaimed. "Thank you, Hoppy," Hans said. "Why don't you make a painting on your egg?" He gave Hoppy pots of paint and a fine brush. He looks like an artist, this bunny, with the scarf and the hat and the palette. And on the sides, what do we have? Ooh, a rabbit in polka dots, painting polka dots. And over here, oh, a rabbit in stripes, painting stripes. As Hoppy bounced along, a loud boinging nearly knocked him off his feet. It was a whirling, twirling, mechanical egg. "Whoa," Hoppy said, "that's an unusual egg. Would you like to make one?" Roberto asked. Hoppy tried hard, but the harder he tried, the more parts and pieces piled up around him. "Thank you, Roberto, but I think I better make the egg that is right for me." Look at this egg, it looks so fun. It's a mechanical egg. And then over here, look at Hoppy trying to figure it out. So much going on in these beautiful illustrations. Hoppy hopped back to the woods and lay down under a tall tree trunk to think. Make a beautiful egg. Making a beautiful egg is harder than I imagined, he thought. I guess I don't have to win. I just want to make an egg I am proud of. You see him? He's sitting, where is he sitting? Down here. The beautiful woods, spring woods. You can see ferns and lots of green things starting to grow. Suddenly, the woods rang with the squawking of birds, sounding an alarm. Mother Robin swooped down, calling wildly as if she couldn't decide where to go. An egg had tumbled out of Mother Robin's nest. Inside the perfect blue egg was a baby robin that needed its mother to keep it warm and safe until it hatched. Hoppy knew what he had to do. He sat down carefully and covered the blue egg with his soft, warm fur. I'll take care of you the best I can, he whispered. Relieved, Mother Robin chirped and settled down on her other 2 eggs. Hoppy never left the robin's egg. It was sunny and warm, so he carefully turned the egg in its nest of moss. If it was rainy and cold, he kept the egg covered and dry. At night, animals passed by. Hoppy crouched down and stayed hidden in the ferns. Often he heard strange noises coming from above, but Hoppy didn't run away. Here he is. I'll show you each picture. There he is, keeping the egg warm on a sunny day, keeping it dry on a rainy day, protecting it from animals and critters in the woods. Every day the rabbits worked on their eggs. Tadpoles turned into frogs, buds swelled into leaves, and Easter came closer and closer. Finally, it was time to take their eggs to the glen. They had forgotten all about Hoppy, who was quietly sitting on the blue egg under a tall tree in the woods. There they all are with their eggs. I'm going to come in close. Hopefully you can see the parade of bunnies with their eggs. So beautiful. Early the next morning, the rabbits waited for the Easter rabbit. Suddenly, a beautiful wagon rolled toward them out of the mist. Here's the Easter rabbit's special carriage. And here's all the bunnies. I'm going to open this up. It's a big, beautiful drawing. I'm going to show you this and then I'll read this page. And the wagon stopped. The Easter bunny stepped down from the wagon and admired the decorated eggs one by one. "You have brought me the most beautiful eggs in the world, but a very special one is not here," he told them. The rabbits were puzzled. Whose egg could it be? Now you have to see the side pictures here. Look at this one. Look at that. Can you see what's happening? The egg is hatching. The robin's egg is hatching. And then on this side, look at Hoppy cuddling the baby robin chick right there. What egg do you think the Easter rabbit's looking for? "Fill my wagon with your wonderful eggs," he said. "When I return, I will show it to you." And he disappeared into the woods. And you can see over here, the egg is hatched. And Hoppy and the chick are not in the egg. And then here's Hoppy holding the chick. He came back with Hoppy, looking scruffy and bedraggled. Bedraggled means like worn out, tired, not the best. "Hoppy has an amazing egg to be proud of," the Easter rabbit told them. "He has kept Mother Robin's egg warm and safe until her baby bird hatched, and she could take care of it." The Easter rabbit placed the empty blue shell in the place of honor atop the wagon. Now they were ready to go. Here they are. Here's the wagon and the other bunnies. There's the Easter rabbit holding the egg. Here's Hoppy, and those are all big, fluffy chickens pulling the Easter wagon. Seems appropriate since chickens lay the eggs. The rabbits cheered for the egg that had surprised them all. "It's our best Easter ever, Hoppy," they shouted. Then the brave little bunny and the Easter rabbit rode off together to hide the eggs for boys and girls to find on Easter morning. There they are. You can see Hoppy's got the little chick tucked in his arm. There's that wonderful book. I feel better already. A little less sad today. I've been feeling sad. So I hope you enjoyed that story. I hope that if it works out with your family, you can look up and watch that reading by Jan Brett, the author, sharing the Easter egg tomorrow online at 1 p.m. Tomorrow I will record Patricia Polacco's Rashenka's Eggs. You know, Patricia Polacco is one of my favorites. Also, I've already shared some of her books. Have a wonderful Thursday. I miss you, and remember, you are loved.